Okay, welcome to another lesson. Today we're going to be talking about solving systems of equations by substitution. Usually found in Algebra 1 or in IM1. You're going to take this handout, you're going to fold it, you're going to glue it in on the back, just like previous handouts. I want to go over these notes, how it works. When solving by substitution, follow these 4 steps. First, get one variable alone. This means you should have something that says y equals or x equals. Choose a variable that already has an invisible 1 in front of it. If you don't have that, then find one that has a negative 1 in front of it. Okay, so let's see, what does that mean here? Well, this doesn't help me. Oh, but this one right here, that's got my 1 right there. I'm gonna get that y alone. So step 1 says get one of the variables alone. I got an x, a y, and x, a y. This one's gonna be alone. Subtract 3x, subtract 3x. Y equals negative 3x minus 22. Okay, I did that. I got that one alone. Now, what it says here is substitute what the y equals or the x equals into the other equation. This is the other equation. So I'm going to take this stuff right here. Y equals this stuff. I'm going to put it right there. Because this y and this y are the same, so I can replace this y with what it equals. Here's what it looks like. 9x plus 10 instead of y, I'm going to write negative 3x minus 22. This stuff went here in place of that. I substituted. Okay, now I can solve. 9x, well, that's 9x. 10 times negative 3, negative 30x. 10 times negative 22, negative 220 equals negative 10. Okay, let's zoom in on this so you can see it better. (9x) take away 30x is negative 21x minus 220 equals negative 10. That's combining like terms. Now I want to solve for x. Add 220. Negative 21x equals 210. Ah, I see what's going on here. Divide by the negative 21 to get the x alone. Divide by negative 21 on both sides to get x alone. X equals negative 10. That's my first answer. All right, so let's zoom back in. Zoom back out. It says substitute what it equals into the other equation. You should have only one variable, all x's or all y's. I had only x's. Solve for that variable. I found my x. Now we're on step 3. You should now know what y equals or x equals. We know what x is. Okay. Take this number and substitute it into the original equation and solve for the original variable. Oh, so this is going to go right here. Y equals negative 3 minus 22. Negative 3 times negative 10. X becomes negative 10. Okay, let's zoom in. See how this works out. Negative 3 times negative 10. Y equals 30 minus 22. Well, y equals 8. I got my 2 answers. They're going to make an ordered pair. X always comes first. Negative 10, comma, 8. All right, let's zoom back out. Take this number and substitute and solve for the original. Yeah, we got that. The Write your answer as an ordered pair, x, y. We're done. Now, what happens when you have something that looks like this? Let's try it out. We'll zoom in a little bit. I have y equals and y equals. They're both alone. Huh. So I guess what I could do, this stuff can go right here. I can replace this y with what this y equals. 5x plus 24 equals negative 7x minus 12. This y became this, and this is still here. Now I have a new equation using substitution. All right. I have x's on both sides. I want to keep the more positive x, so I'm going to get rid of the smaller x by adding 7x, adding 7x. That's 12x plus 24 equals negative 12. Get x alone by first subtract your constants. 12x equals negative 36. Now we're going to divide. X equals negative 3. Okay, I've got my first answer. I need the y. When I look back up here, y equals, I can choose either one. Let's use this one. Y equals 5 times negative 3 plus 24. This x and this x are the same thing, so I took out the x and put a negative 3. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15 plus 24. Y equals, well, I think that's 9. Check it out on the calculator. I have my two answers. Remember, always write it as an ordered pair, so x comma y, negative 3 comma 9. If you had a graph, that's where they'd hit. But you can do it without graphing. I hope you enjoyed.